What's up, family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys are having a great and exceptional day. It is Tuesday, even though it feels like it should be Thursday, but we're still trucking along on this beautiful roller coaster called life. So we're gonna do what we do. So today's word of the day is cosmic, stands for relating to the universe or cosmos, especially as distinct from the earth. And I chose this, and also means inconceivably vast. I chose this word today because, when we put our thoughts out there to the universe, aka putting it out there to other people, aka putting it out there to, i.e. putting it out there to other people, i.e. putting it out there on social media, we open ourselves up for criticism. We open ourselves up, hopefully, for some encouragement. But we open the door to get a lot of things done in a specific manner and in a specific way. So my mindset is always to remain cosmic, because because the one faulty that we have is that, and I'm guilty of this myself, is that we're only engaging with people that we know and that we're comfortable with. But the best way to grow as an individual on any level, or as a collective on any level, because that collectivism is really, it's always been the only way for working people to thrive. But there's this nonsense or BS notion of do it by yourself, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You live in America, you see people who immigrate to this country don't do that individualistic nonsense. They're all about the collectivism, and you get so much further when you have 10 salaries and 10 different mindsets than you do with 1 to 2 salaries and 1 to 2 different mindsets. So even corporate, because the thing is, they do it from a smaller level, but corporate America operates, millionaires and billionaires, they operate from the same. There's a team of them. They might have a face of a brand, like Elon Musk is a face of a brand, Floyd Mayweather is the face of a brand, Mark Zuckerberg, Damon Johns, Robert F. Smith, Bob Johnson, Mark Cuban. They might be the face of the brand, but these people are not the only person working the brand. And that's where we, as working people, get that notion of it's individualism. No, it's not. There's always a team. When somebody's a millionaire and a billionaire, it ain't, they say self-made, but that self-made is not one person. It's always a team of people. There's always other mindsets involved. And that's how people, especially working people, when you're trying to go after your goals and aspirations, you can become very frustrated because it takes you a lot longer than it's supposed to be, because you're doing it by yourself. And I'm guilty of that as well. And a lot of times with me, it's because, and I can admit, like, my straight to the point, no nonsense personality can be cummed off as being arrogant, smooth, or just being an all out jerk. But I don't like a lot of overthinking and over talking when it comes to getting things done. It's like, look, unless we're trying to cure a disease, and I'm not making fun of anybody's disease, but unless we're trying to cure a disease or build a building, it shouldn't be that complicated. But people want to make things complicated when it's unnecessary. Because if you're dealing in a sea of people of we can't, and get the heck away from them. If you're always dealing with a sea of people who's looking for the problem and not the solution, then get away from those people, because those people are nothing but a drag, and they're literally like a drag / a leech on your mental and on your physical health, in a sense. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not going to act like I know the human brain as well as they do with the fancy degrees. But I'm going to say is, I've noticed when I'm around more of a positive mindset and how can we do this instead of we can't do this crew, I love being around people like that. I cannot stand being around people, oh, we can't do this based on this, or the people that are always looking for something to worry about or something negative to say. Those people will suck the living daylights out of you. And I am living proof of that. All right. So, speaking of a person who has a great team around him, and that's why he's been able to build his economic empire, successful boxer Floyd Mayweather. He says, don't ever know who you may meet, or just because a person may not be dressed up all fancy, don't mean that they are not an important person. You just don't ever know who you're going to meet in life. So that's why I look at everybody as equal. Can't judge. I treat everybody with respect. Every man, every woman, every child. And I could not agree with that statement more. Like, I've had conversations with millionaires that look like they just came from the gym. They don't look homeless, but they look like they just came from the gym, or they just look like they just came from taking a nap, or they just was hanging out in their living room. They weren't dressed in the best fanciest clothes and whatnot. My mindset has always been, hey, my bank accounts and my assets and my income should look sexier than my clothes and my car ever should be, even my house should ever look. because that value means a lot more, one. And then two, I never judge anybody based on their car, based on how they dressed, and based on looks and whatnot. Because the most prettiest or good looking person on the planet can be the biggest jerk or you know what on the planet. And we've all experienced that. So never judge a book by its cover, because just because it looks good don't mean it's meant for you. There's a lot of good looking animals out there that can kill you on sight. There's a lot of good looking quote unquote amphibians, predators that look cute and they will kill you on sight. And I remember the movie Jurassic Park, the first one, when I was a kid. The one guy, there was a cute looking or innocent looking what was a dinosaur, and didn't look harmful at all. But the moment that dinosaur felt threatened, it spit black tar out at the guy and ripped him into shreds. So, you know, it was just interesting. So that's why I said never ever judge a book by its cover. So on that note, do the great three things: like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. And as I always say, make money moves or you're gonna live like a fool. Take